Welcome to my channel, The American Crime. Desire and Deception, an American crime story. California. A city of lights, wealth, and ambition. But behind every glittering skyscraper lies a darkness people rarely see. This is the story of Natasha Miller. A 24-year-old woman with a beautiful face and a dangerous secret. She was married to Andrew Collins, a wealthy businessman almost 10 years older than her. Andrew gave her comfort, money, and status. But what he couldn't give her was time, attention, and passion. Natasha smiled in public. Yet inside she felt lonely, empty, and trapped. Her loneliness ended the day she met Kevin Parker, a 25-year-old fitness trainer, full of charm and raw energy. At the gym, their friendly conversation slowly turned into something more. Kevin gave Natasha what Andrew never did. His full attention, his touch, his desire. Within weeks, their relationship crossed every boundary. Secret hotel rooms. Weekend getaways under false names. Passion that was reckless, dangerous, addictive. Natasha saw in Kevin not just love, but freedom. And Kevin saw in her wealth and excitement. Together, they became unstoppable. But one man stood in their way, Andrew Collins. As long as he lived, Natasha could never truly be free. And Kevin would never truly have her. One night, in a dimly lit hotel room, the lovers made their decision. Natasha whispered, "If Andrew disappears, everything will belong to us." Kevin hesitated for a moment. But the thrill in his eyes betrayed his answer. That night, love turned into conspiracy. Passion turned into a murder plan. The night of murder. August 28th. Andrew returned home after a long business trip. Natasha welcomed him with a smile, pouring him his favorite glass of wine. But in that wine, she had already dissolved sleeping pills. Minutes later, Andrew collapsed on the couch, drifting into unconsciousness. At midnight, a knock on the door. It was Kevin. Gloves on his hands. Cold determination in his eyes. "Are you sure?" he asked. Natasha's answer was firm. "Yes. Tonight. Right here." Kevin pressed his hands around Andrew's throat. The sleeping man struggled faintly. But within moments, Andrew Collins was dead. A wealthy businessman. A loving husband. Now just another corpse. At dawn, Natasha dialed 911. Her voice was broken, trembling. "My husband. I think he had a heart attack." Police arrived. At first glance, it seemed natural. A stressed businessman, too much alcohol, too many late nights. But the autopsy told a different story. Marks on Andrew's neck revealed strangulation. This was no heart attack. This was murder. Detectives grew suspicious of Natasha. Her grief looked rehearsed. Her answers too carefully chosen. They seized her phone. And that's when the truth came out. Hundreds of secret messages. Late-night calls. Hotel bookings under fake names. Every clue led to one conclusion. Natasha Miller and Kevin Parker were guilty. The courtroom was packed. Media outlets called it the crime of desire. Natasha blamed Kevin. "He forced me into this. He killed Andrew. I'm innocent." Kevin blamed Natasha. "It was her plan. I only followed her orders." But the evidence was undeniable. The jury needed only 3 hours to decide. Both Natasha and Kevin were sentenced to life imprisonment. Natasha thought she could have it all. Money, freedom, and forbidden love. Kevin thought he could steal both wealth and passion. But in chasing desire, they lost everything. Today, in a dark California prison cell, Natasha Miller and Kevin Parker live with the weight of their own crime. Forever punished by the very passion that once consumed them.